Well, would you look at this? So, a couple days ago, Christian kicked me from mini rejects for some reason, and it was a little bit out of the blue. Some about this time of year, he decides to mess with me a lot. He must feel threatened around the winter season. I don't know why, but I knew the task force wanted me back, so I sent an invite to kind of prove a point, or I requested to join, and I just wanted to show them that I would join. They were all happy I was back, and then I left because I wanted to prove a point. You don't kick me from something. You don't fire me from a job. If you try and fire me from a job, I quit yesterday for all you're concerned. If you try and kick me from a task force, I left yesterday. So yeah, we joined back, and then right after I left here, so I left probably about a half hour ago, and they're just now requesting me back, so obviously they miss me. But we're actually going to reject this because I don't want to be a part of that, Christian, you corrupt task force leader, even though you're just as inactive as me, I may put. So a little bit of drama to add to the Cosmic Duo slate. But anyway, so I hopped on the tribes today. I hopped on Boom Beach, looked at the tribes, and we got warrior damage, and I haven't done main base attacks in a while because, as you guys know, I was on a Boom Beach boycott last week because of the cryo tanks. So the cryo tanks have expired, so our boycott is officially over, and boy am I glad it's over because we got some good warrior tribe boosts, and just to piss Christian off, I'm going to be flaring to every single building I can because apparently you're not supposed to flare to buildings, but I don't trust Christian. He is he's a phony, I gotta say. But now, I don't even know if I boosted up my gunboat energy here because I have like none in the reserves, which is kind of sad. But we're going to be clearing out some of these boom mines and shock mines, and then we're just going to get our warriors down, and even this one's going to piss me off. We're going to flare to this, what is that even called? Armory? It's been a week since I hopped on, well, I guess I was playing on my low level, but I'm just forgetting the building names here, and then we're going to flare onto the next building, which is the sniper tower. To prove a point to Christian, apparently I'm going to be... it's gonna be hurting myself with my attack, so it's kind of sad. But we're making Christian mad. We gotta keep going back to that point, running over shock mines too, and we're barely gonna make it to this HQ because we have no GBE, and we're running over another pair of mines and a boom mine. Oh, this is tragic. We have like nothing left. Where are the shock launchers? Okay, so the shock launcher placement is kind of clutch, and we do have a huge boost of warrior damage, so we should be able to take it out, but this is gonna be rough, fellas. Actually, we might not be able to take it out, so maybe we can't make Christian mad today because we're just gonna fail on every single attack. Is there an HQ health boost? It seems like they pair it up with the warriors, but let's go over here. So we do have our GBE boosted. We have essentially all of our statues boosted, or our masterpiece boosted. So that was just a sad attack. Let's move on to the next one here. And we have a sky shield to worry about. But that's okay because it is leaving enough of the HQ exposed where we can play around the sky shield. But we're going to sacrifice a barrage. We're going to throw in artillery and clean up some of these mines that would probably kick me in the butt if I don't. So let's throw down our bullet, let him pick up some building aggro before we throw down our warriors. And now I'm going to flare to the beach mist tree back from a couple years ago, and that's not a targetable building, so they're just going to be wandering around from there, and then we're going to flare onto the HQ, try and thread a smoke or two somewhat under the sky shield there, and it looks like we are sitting pretty right now, so we're going to get a med kit down, and bullet is also covered up, so we'll get a taunt out as well, which is awesome. But okay, our shock bombs came in clutch. I completely thought I missed that shock launcher, but we did not, and we're able to pick up our first victory of the day after trying to prove a point and completely failing. But this ice-based theme or the winter theme is throwing me off because I'm used to getting ice power stones from a white base here, and we just got a life power stone, so that was kind of sad. But I mean, I don't really care about either the green or ice masterpieces or anything, but eventually it turns to power. But we have so much loot to get from this base. We boosted up our research reward statues and also the tribe, which is just completely awesome. It's been so long since I've actually gotten an upgrade in Boom Beach, because I went inactive for, or at least on the main base, I went inactive for like 2 weeks almost. And then I went on the boycott, so I couldn't get any loot or upgrades. And now here we are, 3 weeks later, having almost zero progress on our base, and also losing a few medals with that. But also, I don't really care about medals right now. I will if I do a push, which I probably could get going, but we'll save that for a different day to declare. And now we'll get our shock bombs out. I also boosted up the shock bomb duration a couple notches, and apparently I missed that hot pot. Interesting. I thought I nailed that hot pot with the shock, but let's get some artillery out. Will it be able to finish off this HQ? Down it goes. And what is going on today? Because I got the warriors boosted up, but I am just failing still. Like, we lost all but 2 warriors that attacked. Lost a whole 70. Tragic. It's a tragedy, but let's just move on to the next base. And by next base, so this guy just has boosted ice and not a lot of loot, and I already failed against him earlier. So we're just going to find a different opponent, and we're going to make, we're going to scare him. Look at all that loot. He's got a green base alert. Interesting. I'll take the loot though. Can't complain. And now there's so many boom mines on the HQ. So we're going to throw a barrage. We're going to sacrifice a whole barrage. And that cleaned up most of them. But now we're going to take out the shock mine. I assume a warrior or 2 might get destroyed. There's another shock mine I see. And we threw a flare. I thought I threw an artillery. I threw a flare instead. That is pretty far up the base, but it might just do. Because our warriors are falling into formation. And they didn't run through any critical defenses. So that flare worked out. That flare... What is going on? I thought I threw an artillery at that shock mine. Oh my goodness. Can I not click artillery or something? Ooh, I am mad today. I am fired up, I gotta say. But we're still going to be able to take out this base. No problem. Got that taunt out, and now we throw a couple shock bombs. And now it's the medkit season, because there's a couple... Ooh, what was that? There is a couple flamethrowers trying to destruct my warriors, completely obliterate them, but we're able to counteract that with a couple medkits. So great job, medkits. Great job, warriors. And look at that loot. Look at that gold. Over 1 million gold. I'll take that. Wow, 6 million gold right now. We can convert. We can convert some. But we got to save up the rest of our loot for now. Let's go to a couple more attacks around the archipelago. We are going to ditch this one because I can definitely do more loot. I could take more. And don't want to waste some time. There we go. The risk paid off. It seems like whenever I hit whenever I'm recording a video and I try and get picky with the loot, every base I find a different opponent on. It's always worse loot or very similar, and then I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. But it's okay. This one was a high risk, high reward situation, and we're gonna be able to take this guy's loot because his HQ is not that protected. And now we're just gonna flare to that iron storage. A couple of our warriors taking some aggro. Also, Private Bullet did get shocked temporarily there, but he's able to move past it. And now we're gonna get the flare onto the HQ, get our warriors cooking for a couple more feet here, and there we go. Let's get a medkit down. Actually, I see a couple warriors that are red, so we're gonna try and heal them up to about green, maybe a dirty green color, but it looks like they're mostly green, so that's awesome. Saving a couple more warriors, even though gold's not a problem in this video because of all the research reward. Look at what was going on. That was a way closer battle than it needed to be. We lost too many warriors for that. It took longer, but we're able to get all that loot. Woo! There's going to be just so much loot to go around the next few weeks here. Or few weeks. How long do we have left? 12 days. About the same thing. Let's get rid of that NPC, and now let's move on to a couple more attacks. And here we go again with the low amount of loot. Let's refine him and let's scout it out. Will it be another Okay, so not a little bit better, but not as much. So we're just going to move on to the next one here. And we have a shield generator to deal with. How do we want to attack this? First of all, is there ice statues? Because I might be able to just fully bombard that HQ. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do, we're going to throw a barrage, 3 artillery. See how much that takes off the damage. 1 more artillery. Will that be enough? It was. Let's go. And now we have an open HQ. And I'm actually going to get a box of critters down right here. I'm trying to do a placement. That got 0 mines. I was trying to stretch it from here to here. But that was a terrible risk. And there's a shock mine I have to deal with. So we're going to throw an artillery. Down to 66 energy, but we are okay. We're going to be able to do this. I trust my warriors, and let's get them walking up here. Smoke them off, and let's get a flare onto that HQ. 2 more smokes, 44 energy, more than I was expecting, but it's going to be rough once we start hitting these mines. We're going to have to place 2 medkits, heal them up, and now it is go time. We have to throw a shock bomb right there, right there. Will it be enough? They were late shock bombs, but it is enough, and we're going to be able to take out this level 71 like it's no problem. And he did have the ice statues, actually, hiding right on the beach. How did I miss that? No idea, but it does not matter. Look at that. 7 magma fragments. We'll just convert that into a shard. Should have just given us a shard instead. Would have saved some time of mine. But I think we need to get about 1 million loot of each resource. And what's up with only 60,000 of these base resources here, of this stone, wood, and iron? But once again, we find a different opponent, and it's a good amount of loot. So I'm happy with it, not complaining. Let's get a barrage out, see how much, how many mines we can clear up here. And then we're just going to throw down our bullet and our warriors. Smooth attack, 89 energy to work with, and I threw that flare very late, and we threw a box of why am I misclicking so much today? But this is going to be a I'm proving a point with this warrior attack that it could start off that messy. If that was AZ, you would have no chance of being able to take out this base. You'd be completely done. But warriors, you're able to make somewhat of a recovery and still dominate an HQ when it comes to this. And just watch this. So we're going to throw a shock bomb out, another one up here, and we're going to get a med kit out, and we still have enough for box critters. So after that horrible start, that embarrassing start, we are able to take it out, take all of his loot, well, not all of it, because his vault be protecting some, but a good amount. And we're getting so many crystals today. I will take it. I like it. But retrain our warriors. Let's find one more base and see if it's enough for an upgrade. Now I can be picky for it if it is our final attack for the day. So microwaver, we'll just have to avoid that. But this one looks nice and easy. Okay, this is definitely not try number 2 at this base. I was able to take it out the first time. Or actually, no, this is just my first attack. Get your excuses in order here, Jimmy. Mr. Goat. Here we go, though. This is what we kind of tried last time. It did not work, but he has, like, damage boost, and I just started losing warriors out of nowhere. It was truly tragic, and did it run through the microwaver here? This is exactly what was happening last time, and we've already lost a handful of warriors, because I am slow at smoking. Oh my goodness. This is going to be, like, a mirror of the last attack here. Why aren't they running how I want them to? It's making me sad. But once we get to the HQ, I think it'll be good game. So we're gonna oh my goodness, but we got him on the HQ, and we're not gonna use that final smoke because we need medkits. Are we gonna be able to do it? We have so many warriors there. Oh, that was so bad of an attack, but it was so much better than my first try. I mean, this was my first try at this attack, but able to take out the final base of the day, and it could not be rougher, my attacks today. That is sad, but we're able to get a good amount of loot, and I was wrong. Look at all the upgrades we can choose from, and I'm feeling a flamethrower because I had some bad experiences with the flamethrowers today. But that's just part of the game. Let's send our submarine out here for some deep sea loot. Go over here. Got a very deep dive spot. No question marks. There's a question mark right there. I always go for the question marks because it feels like you're gonna get something better than what's showing on the other ones. So that's my reasoning. And you can also get the classified items that I've gotten a couple of. I actually have a building blueprint and an attack plan right now. So actually, I'm just going to show you guys it because I probably won't use it. No, I got to save it for a Mega Crab here. I got to save it for the next Mega Crab. I almost just spent it for no reason. Okay. But thank you guys for watching. That's going to be it for today. I'm sorry for the innocent people and mini rejects for my absence. I am taking a stand here. I will not cave into Christian's corruption. Yep, that's it. We'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.